Hi, I'm Rabbi Jonathan Ginsburg of the Ezra Habonim Niles Township Jewish Congregation, Skokie, Illinois. I want to help those people who are conducting a Seder to understand a little bit more about the Haggadah and ways in which you can help frame the important discussion. First of all, you should know that there's some of it in the Torah. The Torah reminds us that our children will ask us and that we should tell them the story. The Torah doesn't mention 4 cups of wine, although the 4 cups are based on 4 redemptive terms from the story of the Exodus. And a lot of the text of the Haggadah comes from the story of the Exodus, but a lot of modern Jews may not know that the way the traditional Haggadah works is they take little itsy bitsy pieces of the Torah story, words or phrases, and then they will, after that, take a whole paragraph of rabbinic comments about that verse. That is the midrashic process, and that explains a lot of the traditional Haggadah. Now, there are elements of the modern Haggadah, as the Haggadah has evolved over thousands of years, that trace its basic path to 2,000 years ago in the tractate of the Mishnah, the compilation of the oral law, the tractate Pesachim, about Pesach, chapter 10, which outlines a lot of things that would be familiar to a modern Jew. It does ask questions, but there are only 3 questions there as opposed to the 4 today. And one of the questions in the Mishnah is different than today. That question was obviously appropriate when the temple stood until the year 70, about eating roasted meat. In addition, it says that there are different people that learn in different ways, which gives rise to the 4 children concept. It does have the paragraph of Rabbi Gamliel, who says you must mention these 3 things, Passover, matzah, and maror, or you don't fulfill your obligation. It does mention the 4 cups of wine. It says that all who are hungry should come and eat. It says that everyone should feel as though they personally left Egypt. So the main ideas of the Passover Seder are contained in the Mishnah 2,000 years ago. Now, one more thing that's important to know. The 4 questions introduce the 5th step of the 14 steps of the Seder, the Magid section, the same root of the word Haggadah, to tell and to teach and explain. And after that, you need an answer since you have the questions. That formula obviously is based on the Greek way in which they conducted these elaborate Socratic dialogue dinners. So what's the answer? Most Jews don't know there are actually 2 answers. The first is very apparent, that we were slaves in Egypt and we were redeemed and now became free. Now, in between that and the second answer, you have the 4 sons. Then read carefully the text after the 4 sons. You'll see there's a second answer to the question, why is this night different than other nights? And that answer is that we used to be idolaters and now we worship the one God. Those are really the 2 main answers of the Seder. I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about the basis of the Seder. You can definitely find more material online. I wish you a very happy and kosher Pesach.